Hello folks, welcome to another episode of King Wheels. This is the Ferrari Purosangue, an exclusive and first ever crossover in the company's history. It comes with an exorbitant price tag and is produced in limited quantities annually. Recently, the serial version of this crossover, named the Toyota Crown Sport, was introduced in Japan. If the Japanese had named their new model Crown-Angio, no one would have been offended, as both of these models are quite similar. However, Crown Sport faced one problem: it made its debut in July 2022. While the Italian ultra-exclusive and luxurious crossover was unveiled only in late September of the same year. This is a true fail for Ferrari, but a winning ticket for Toyota. The exterior of the new Crown Sport looks spirited, intriguing, and distinctive. For those who aren't aware, a few months ago, Toyota announced that the Crown brand would become independent, and an entire family of different models would be produced under the new emblem. Initially, the regular Crown was introduced, which I have already discussed. Today, the company unveiled the sports crossover, Crown Sport. We can expect at least 2 more novelties from this lineup in the future. Today, let's discuss the sports version with its signature design, and now let's move on to the interior. The regular version served as the donor for the crossover, and the Japanese decided not to complicate matters and took everything from the standard Crown, from the steering wheel to the 2 displays. The only distinctive feature of the crossover is the unique bucket-like seat to prevent you from falling off during sharp turns. As for the mechanical part, everyone was anticipating radical changes considering the presence of the word sport in the name. However, no, this is Toyota, where all models are built on the global TNG platform. The new Crown Sport is no exception and is based on a front-wheel drive chassis. Sorry, here you won't get a Ferrari Purosangue V12. Instead, you'll have to settle for a hybrid powertrain. It consists of a modest and not-so-new 2.5-liter naturally aspirated engine with an electric motor. To be honest, an atmospheric engine in a mass-produced car in the modern world looks like sneakers worn with a sports suit by Adidas. There are certain associations with the past, but they evoke strange feelings. Thankfully, the performance is decent. In the base version, you'll have access to 247 horsepower. And if you don't hold back on the budget, you can enjoy a more powerful version with 6 additional horsepower. A more powerful variant with 340 horsepower is expected to be available later for real enthusiasts. Thanks to the hybrid powertrain, the company was able to implement its signature all-wheel drive. Furthermore, the Crown Sport can turn its rear wheels by 4 degrees, which is more than the upcoming BMW 5 Series, set to be unveiled later this month. The company promises other suspension settings for the Crown Sport to make it feel more driver-oriented compared to the regular Crown. The prices for the novelty are not yet disclosed but are promised to be revealed soon. Do you remember the magnificent Polestar 02 concept roadster with a hard folding roof, a bunch of cameras for a panoramic view, and other cool features that make your head spin? Well, soon it will become a production model, and it's something to be excited about. This significant event will happen in the history of the Swedish brand, which is pushing electric cars into the mass market as early as 2026. However, the company is already building anticipation for the future product with various enticing details. The visual aspect is already clear. The concept will provide its sharp and dynamic silhouette to the production model. They will certainly make some changes, save on certain aspects, but overall, the general picture will remain the same. The situation with the interior is the same. The Swedish designers have implemented a practically ready production version, and there is no need to redesign it for the production car. All the important information is displayed on a large projection display, eliminating the need for a large instrument panel in the electric car. It has been replaced with a smaller version. Everything else can be accessed through a large 15-inch vertical display. Traditionally, the interior trim is made from recycled materials, or in other words, trash. The Polestar concept is obsessed with this theme. so there shouldn't be any other expectations. Like the concept, the new model will offer a 2+2 seating formula, although I wouldn't count on the 2 rear seats. They are ridiculously small, and if you don't like causing yourself pain, you won't enjoy sitting there. Technically, the new Polestar 6, that's what the novelty will be called, will be something special and incredible. There are no limits to admiration as the Swedes promise us a competitor to the Porsche 911. Of course, they are exaggerating, but I must admit that the specifications are quite impressive. The Roadster will have 2 electric motors with a combined output of almost 900 horsepower. It's a crazy level of power. The company promises a 0–100 km/h acceleration time of 3.1 seconds. Honestly, I was expecting more. Perhaps the issue lies in its relatively heavy rear end. After all, it's an electric car, and a roadster at that. The additional reinforcements required for safety and rigidity certainly don't benefit the car. The top speed is also disappointing. Only 250 km/h for such potential seems somewhat unserious. One thing that makes the new model exciting is its 800-volt architecture. Fast charging will come in handy here, as the range from a single charge is 483 kilometers. Another feature that the production model will have is a retractable roof with panoramic glass. It looks very unusual, and in fact, I haven't seen this solution in any other roadster. This adds a certain exclusivity to the product. The price for the novelty has not been announced yet, but it will be very high. Polestar will ask for a minimum of $200,000 for their product. That's a lot, to say the least, considering the specifications that the future model will have. But that's the reality, and there's nothing to be done about it. As I mentioned earlier, the premiere of the new model will take place in 2026. Well, that's all for today. Friends, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new videos. And don't forget about our Instagram page, which is available through the link in the description. Good luck to everyone and see you soon.